Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World. Well, I have the Axis and Allies ships out, and we're getting ready to play the Guadalcanal scenario from Little Wars TV. This is one of their first episodes. So we have the Japanese fleet over there with the 9 destroyers, 2 battleships, 3 light cruisers, 5 destroyers here, and I did 4 over here. We're using Bill's beer and pretzel rules. I decided I had a lot of different rules to pick from, but there's a lot of ships here to operate, and that's the wrong side. There we go, and that's basically it. All right. I'm using the convention one that we used to use years ago, and I mean years ago. And if you're curious, we're not using secondary guns. This is so streamlined. As you can see, battleships 10 hit points, forward turret 6, aft turret 6, speed 12 inches. Little circles represent the when things are getting knocked out. So if you lose a couple of speed ovals, you go down speed, and your main weapons, short, medium, and long. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and get ready to start playing. And I'm not going to bore everyone with so we will just first roll some initiative dice. And the Americans move first. Wow. I guess we'll start moving our ships, our American ships. And I don't know. I think it's time. We probably should sound general quarters. What do you think? All right, let's get playing, everybody. Okay, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. No idea what that's going to sound like. I'm not going to be moving all these ships and making you watch this. So what we're going to do is for a little turn here, I'm just going to do this batch of American ships. I'm going to send this fleet this way and that fleet that way. So I'll start off with my destroyer, and my rule sheet has disappeared. It's over on the other side. I swore I had a second one. All right. So we're going to take the American fleet and go to the left and the right, like the Fighting Bull's head formation. Now, a destroyer can make up to 3 45-degree turns, and it has a speed of 12. So I'm going to move 6, 7, and then, so I'm about there. So my first destroyer is moved, and we're going to move this one to here. Now my cruisers, these are the 2 heavy cruisers, if you're wondering, and they are going to go to there, and I'm going to turn, and this one's coming up to there and not turn, and these 2 destroyers are going to move to there and then do a turn. And we're going to just follow up with this one. So that's the first division. All right. Now I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to move the rest of the Americans, and then I'll come back to you for the Japanese. Okay, my American fleet has moved here. That's the right division. And then this division here is going to try to move to the port, and then we have our Japanese. I'm going to go ahead and move our Japanese, and I'm going to try to form a line of battle with the battleships right off the bat, and then I'm going to send the destroyers straight in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move them, and you know what? I'll let the camera go, and if you get bored, you can fast forward it. Kib Metis, I know you don't mind long videos. Other people do. So I have all our ships named. I'm not going to try to pronounce these Japanese names. So this has a one. We used one, and this destroyer is all the way up to there. So that means that destroyer can be there, and that destroyer to there. Now I'm going to take the Mursami. Now I said I wouldn't pronounce Japanese names. We use 1 inch to go there, and then these destroyers move 14, and he would follow behind, and he'd follow behind. All right. This division of destroyers is going to go straight right here. All right. Now, the battle wagons. They can do 1 turn, I believe, per impulse. So, in the beer and pretzel rules, they may make 1 45-degree turn at any point. So, there we go. And the speed of our 2 battleships is 12. And there's the first one. And so it would go up to there and then turn. Okay, all our ships have moved on both sides. Let me give you a view of how that's looking. All right, this is my first World War II naval game for this channel. And I don't even know how to video it well. Mark's Game Room, they do a great job with naval battles. So our Japanese fleet is there. I'm going to have the Japanese admiral be Dave M. of North Carolina, used to be in the Virginia. All right, so now we have our firing phase, and it's not simultaneous in the sense of we're going to roll. Purple is Japanese. Americans fire first, so 1 American ship will open up, and then we're going to go back and forth, and I'll place little chips next to the ships so I remember they have fired. Pause the camera here. Okay, we're going to do this ship here, the USS San Diego. It's a light cruiser, and it's going to aim at that destroyer out there. Now I'm pretty sure that we only have the forward guns, so we will grab some dice. Now I'm not going to do all the ships. I'm just doing this one blasting just to show you how this works. Center to center, we're at about 19 inches, and we are at 19 inches. We are at medium range. Okay, so at medium range, we have the modifiers. We're at medium, no modifiers, and okay, And our ship has a total of 6 D10s. So we're going to roll 6 D10s, and our fire control with that, that ship has radar, I guess. 4, 5, 6. And my fire control is 1 through 6 with no modifier. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on that destroyer. And we'll go ahead and pause the camera. Okay, so we're on the other side of the table. Our cruiser has just fired at this destroyer right there. It is destroyer number 3. I labeled some of these with numbers too. The Hatsuru, and it's been hit 3 times. And I had to find my rule sheets. Okay, so Admiral Dave M tells the Imperial Japanese Navy they have to survive this. So we've been hit 4 times. I'm going to just show you my little chart. Okay, so forward gun, aft gun, fire control speed, secondary guns, 6 through 9 is hull, 10 is a critical. And we have our sheet here. And we're rolling the dice. And we have 1 critical, and that automatically is 2 points into that destroyer. And so that destroyer is actually almost crippled already. And that's it. And we roll the other 2, 3. Oh, wow. All right. So in hull points, that destroyer just got obliterated by our cruiser out there. So first fire went to the Americans, and they take out 1 destroyer. And for the moment, I'm just going to leave it on the table and smoke it. All right. So throw some smoke out there. We're going to have this battle wagon. Now we're going to flip to the Japanese. And then if we had 5 or 6 people, everyone would be firing their ships back and forth. There's only me. We're going to do 1 more salvo, and then I'm going to resolve everything, come back to you so you won't get bored. And Kim Meachus, sorry, but I think if I have a 4-hour sea battle down here, 3 feet, oh my goodness gracious. All right, there we're going through we got to be careful of that again. All right, they're 3 feet out. So our battleship there is going to aim at that cruiser way out there. We are at 36 inches. It's medium range for the battleship. And we're firing at a cruiser. No modifiers for size. And our does not have radar. 1 through 5 is a hit. Well, they hit. So the forward turret hit. And we got a total of 7 hits. And let's see what happens. We got 1 critical. Okay. So, cruise over to the other side. There we are. It's the USS Nashville. And it's, you look down on my sheet here. Okay, the Nashville took 7 hull points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It lost 2 forward turrets and 2 speed. So on our extremely basic, simple system, it got hit pretty good. All right. Now, I don't want everyone to get bored here. So we will go ahead and I'm going to resolve some of this fire. I bet this game will take me 4 or 5 hours running everything myself. Okay, and I added a chip so I know who is fired. And I'm going to go ahead and resolve the rest of my firing and then come back to you. Okay, everyone. Having a big naval battle like this alone is, I've discovered, is a bit too much. It took me 40 minutes to resolve all this firing. Um, and of course, I have a lot of different rules, but if I used Mongoose Victory at Sea, it would have been even longer. General Quarters, I haven't used in years. But let's go over what happened on each side. Okay, we lost an American destroyer here and a Japanese destroyer over there from fire from several directions. All the poker chips are all the firing we've had. And a lot of ships have taken speed points and hull points. For the first round, we lost one American destroyer and two Japanese destroyers, and cruiser's been hurt. The Nashville has been hurt pretty badly. Okay, everyone. Believe it or not, I've almost 2 hours and 10 minutes, and this is as far as I've gotten. And so we will go ahead. I think we'll call this a night. And what do you all think? So today's rules we're using are my convention beer and pretzel rules. There's another grade higher that uses the secondary guns in a little bit more detail. And then, of course, we could go to Fire as She Bears, World War II version, along with Mongoose Victory at Sea and General Quarters. General Quarters I haven't used in a long time, and that would take a little while for me to get up to speed. And so right now we're at 1:01. I'm going to go have some dinner. I'm going to close out this video, and right now it's anybody's game. I'll pick up the poker chips and we'll start again probably tomorrow, unless I get a second win tonight. It took a little while to get back into the swing of things, and this video is helping Braddock's Battlefield History Center. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and don't forget, this coming Saturday, we have the big Gettysburg game at Mr. Chim's in the house in Leesburg, Virginia, where we'll be playing the first day at Gettysburg with the Chuckleheads. Stay safe, everyone.